Alright, we are live. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. We are live. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Okay, 1 second. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Okay, 1 second. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Okay, 1 second. Hear me okay. 1 second. Echo. There we go. Alright. I can fix that. I think. There we go. Alright. I can fix that. I think. There we go. Nope. Alright. Still got an echo. 1 second, guys. Technical difficulties, because I haven't streamed in a while. Technical difficulties, because I haven't streamed in a while. Technical difficulties, because I haven't streamed in a while. Technical difficulties, because I haven't streamed in a while. Technical difficulties, because I haven't streamed in a while. Technical difficulties, because I haven't streamed in a while. Technical difficulties, because I haven't streamed in a while. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Okay, how about now? Okay, how about now? Why do I have an echo stick? Okay, how about now? Why do I have an echo stick? It's always life. It's always life. It's always life. Maybe now? Alright, guys. Maybe now? Nope. 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 How about now? How about now? Alright, I have no idea what's causing this echo. Let me check and see if you guys actually have an echo or if it's just me. Let me check and see if you guys actually have an echo or if it's just me. Let me check and see if you guys actually have an echo or if it's just me. Let me check and see if you guys actually have an echo or if it's just me. Okay, how about now? Question mark. Only once? That one might just be me hearing it, I think. Why do I hear my own voice? Help. It's been so long since I've streamed. Okay. It's okay. I think we'll be able to make this work. Let me rename this to slip stream music. Yo, what's up, empty chat? It is in fact a very empty chat. I'm having some technical difficulties at the moment because it's been a while since I've streamed. But welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Getting spammed with some folks who want to try to make me sell to buy views, and I'm not into that. Let's see. Apparently we've got an ad break, but we're gonna snooze that for a minute while I try to get things working. I guess I could have done it during that, but you know. Let's see, I want more audio options. This one needs to be, I guess we're okay there actually. Should have some music going and hear my voice, but you should not have an echo any longer. So let me pull my stream up here. Is there something here? All right. Let's see. Am I getting an echo? Cool. Okay. I think we're good. I hear myself twice. I will try to figure that out another time, but that's okay. So long as you all aren't hearing me twice, I think that's all that really matters. Anyway, all right. There's no such thing as a smooth start in streaming for me. Okay. Alright. So typically I play games, but I felt like getting into just gonna mute all of these. How about now? What is causing my echo? Alright, whatever. It's just slightly irritating to me because I lose have my track of thought when I hear myself talk over myself. But it's all good. I can do it. Probably. Maybe. Or I could just ask Google. I guess I could ask Google. Hold on just a second, guys. Why do I hear myself? Nah, it's alright. Okay, so anyways, we are in the process of designing a campaign for my D&D campaign. We're going to be designing several maps over the next few days. I figured, you know what, I'm in the D&D again. It's been a while. I'm just going to stream myself designing these maps. Overall, the campaign is called Bladefall. I designed it myself. It's not really completely complete, but it's getting there. I have been working on it for a few weeks anyways. We're on probably a couple months at this point. We're on session 3. I think we just had session 3 the other night. Session 4 is coming up on Tuesdays. On Tuesday, I'm hoping eventually we'll be able to have a good enough setup to stream our gameplay, but we'll get there eventually. Right now, I don't have the ability, just because I'm using custom maps and we're using pen and paper right now. I've currently been designing the maps and then printing them off on a piece of paper. They're on like anywhere from like 5 to 9 pieces of paper and just like stitching them together. And that's fine and all, and it works for in-person play. But I'd really like to take it a step further if I can. So anyways, what we're designing today is, or I guess I can get you guys caught up on what's gone on with the campaign so far. So overall, the players, session 0 was them testing out, kind of introducing each other, and I will wait till the ad is over actually to go into details because there is 44 seconds left. So real quick, I'll just tell you guys, I'm a first-time DM. I've played D&D a few times, not a ton, but a little bit here and there. I was randomly asked. My wife has been wanting to try D&D for the longest, so I decided, all right, fine, let's give it a shot. They were quite easy to sneak past. Yeah, I'm sure they were, nerdy. I'm working on it. Don't worry. This is this is gonna be an inn. It's gonna be called the Serpent's Eye Inn. It's thank you for the follow though. I really appreciate it. It's a inn. They're gonna. So the way my campaign is structured, it's called Bladefall. They're gonna wake up. They woke up in a 26 passive to stealth is insane. Can you tell me how you manage that so I make sure my players don't? Were you a rogue, a ranger? Be real crazy if you were a paladin. How do I delete messages? I want to ban this guy. There we go. Letting the rogue get to +6 proficiency. She had 18 dex from level 1 to 20. Man. You know, I will say my characters rolled really high. They each have, even at level like 2 and 2 or 3, they each have a at least like one stat that's at least 18. It's like, I'm like, okay, well, this isn't fair to me. So fortunately I'm running like a homebrew campaign that I'm trying to design. So like, it's not too bad to sneak in little extra people, extra mobs for them to fight and that kind of thing. And that's just the minimum roll. The max roll would be 36. Sheesh. If you had Druid and Ranger, you could have made it up to 46. Is that like with Pass Without Trace and stuff, or? I haven't played a ton of D&D, unfortunately. Exactly that spell. Okay, I figured. Okay. I'm still familiarizing myself with a lot. It's been a while since I had played, and then my wife was like, hey, I've been wanting to play. We just met this new friend group over Halloween. We should just all get together and start a campaign. And then I was like, well, I had this idea for this one shot a long time ago for this Coliseum fight. But then I was like, well, I could flesh that out some. And ignore Streamlabs here. I don't know why he's like trying to sell HelloFresh stuff early. I'm working on something with Streamlabs to do that, but Streamlabs banned himself. That's funny. That's cool. But yeah, so I met a friend group, my wife and I did, on Halloween, and then it kind of like evolved into a rushed campaign and fleshing out my Coliseum fight campaign. So what ended up happening is they woke up and they were in jail cells. Man, why is that still going? How do I disable that? Sorry, it's been so long since I've actually been able to stream that I don't remember how to do anything anymore. CloudBot settings. Let's edit CloudBot. I think that's what's doing it. Let's see. I want to pause this. Maybe I can do this and it only goes to me. Oh That's last week on the 9th, you were looking for a group Reddit page and you saw a post saying need a player last minute, and you DM'd them. Got the same night, built your character, and played session 1 with people you just met. It's always fun, you know. I personally enjoy. That's where I played some. My first character was a swashbuckler rogue tabaxi named Storm Beneath the Mountain. And I played with a random group of people from like the UK. So like it was really cool. It taught me that. I played a bunch of other games with them, like Monster of the Week and stuff as well. Ad starts in 5 seconds. I'm gonna take that time to like try and figure out why Streamlabs is spamming me, but yeah. Chatbot? I want pause Streamlabs chatbot. Messages. Go to Streamlab, navigate to CloudBot, click on the timers tab. Looking for that. I got to see how to do that. Give me just a second, please. Sorry, I don't even know why the freaking ad is so long either. Ads should be way shorter than that. Let me fix that. A 1 minute ad break, sure. I'm a mess, I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, so one thing I need to do is turn off the chatbot. I don't want him yapping at people right now. CloudBot. Ooh, okay, timers. There we go. Trash the Marvel one. And I'm going to trash this one as well for now. There we go. Okay, I fixed him. Now let me see why that ad is so long. It should not be that long. I don't think. I don't want it to be that long. I don't know if they have to be that long, but... How many minutes of video ads do you want to run per hour? As few as possible. Run a 1 minute ad break every 30 minutes. I am cool with that. Hopefully that will take effect. Okay. I am sorry about that. Oh, well then you've just heard me rambling and complaining about everything. Sorry, it's been a while, okay? It's a hard life, okay? Alright, so I fixed Streamlabs. They're no longer going to spam themselves and try to ban themselves from talking. So you finally got a campaign for your Warlock, Sorceress Wizard, Iniza Ashes Araki Yaksori. She's always been your one-shot character. So like, do you take like what, like 5 levels in the Warlock and a few levels on the others, or what is your plan with her? plan will be 14 Warlock, 3 in the rest. This is using 2024 rules. Gotcha. We're using 2024 rules, but I'm kind of wing it most of the time because I can't remember half the stuff I'm supposed to remember. So. But yeah, so ours is interesting so far. They wake up in jail cells with their memory wiped, and then they're dragged into the Coliseum. I can probably at least pull up pictures for you on and show you the map so far. A lot of people hate on AI, but especially for D&D, but like I don't have any other way to do it because I'm broke and can't afford to pay other people to design maps for me, and B, it saved a lot of time. As you see, I am trying to move to making them myself, but until I can do that, I'm winging it with AI. So the world is called Etheria. Here's a rough image of that. So you've got several different regions within Etheria. You have Bladefall, which is where they start. You're a writer who uses ChatGPT to help you writing. You just make sure it sounds like something you would have written. Exactly, right? Like, it makes things so much faster. Like, I understand it's horrible on the environment. I do, and I get that. And I limit it but to just proofreading and like bouncing ideas rather than full on just generating my whole campaign for me, you know? I don't personally think that a little bit that I do, the little bit that I don't do is going to make a difference in the effects on the environment compared to all these companies that are doing everything AI anyway. But that's just my opinion. So we've got Etheria. They start in Bladefall here. The overall, I guess I can kind of tell you, the overall story is there are fallen, corrupted gods. They're being corrupted by the void, basically. And the god of... exactly. Exactly. It's like... If I was rich, sure, I would happily pay other people to design the maps and do whatever I need them to do. But I'm not rich. I can't afford it. Like, I just looked into trying to pay someone to make the city of Bladefall for me, and they were trying to charge me like $120, which is fair. I mean, if that's their rate, that's their rate, and that's fine. But like, I can't afford to do that, so I'm trying to build it myself. And while the players are in the Coliseum, I'm trying to take the time to build out Bladefall myself. But this is the AI image here of it. So there's gods that are being corrupted, that have been corrupted by the Void. There's Viridium, who is the god of nature and life. He's been corrupted. There's the god of... What did my cat just knock over? Betty, come here. There's the god of war and oaths. His name is Valerius. He has been corrupted. There's a few other gods as well. But then there are some that are still alive, like Lyra, who is the god, or the goddess of beauty and emotions. She rules over the prismatic veils and all the rainbow area there you see on the map. There's the god of foresight and knowledge. His name is escaping me at the moment. I forgot his name now. He's one of the main kind of antagonists of the story.
He's the one that actually teleported the characters into the hilt of Valerius, which is the sword here is the fallen blade of Valerius, the fallen god. When he fell, he dropped his sword, and it impacted the ground and stuck into the ground. And then this fortress city of Bladefall erected around it. Inside the hilt, the god of foresight took that and made a coliseum to forge our party into weapons that can fight these fallen gods, essentially. So they're currently going through all the floors of the coliseum. And I have the coliseum structured in a way that every 5 floors relates to a different fallen god. The first 5 floors relate to Valerius, the fallen god of war and oaths. And so on the 5th floor, the first 3 floors are like fight floors. The third, either the third or the fourth, is going to be a puzzle floor, which my party hit the first puzzle floor this past Wednesday night. And then the 4th floor is one more like boss fight before they go into the 5th floor. The 5th floor is the rest floor. Sometimes it might just be a small room for the party to rest. Sometimes it might be, in this case, this first one is a whole city inside of the Colosseum, and it's actually a simulation of a past city that was destroyed when one of the gods fell. Haven't named that city yet. But yeah, I named it Port. Dang, I don't remember now. I have notes somewhere. I have so many notes. It's as a first-time DM, and I've only played Dungeons and Dragons like maybe a total of 15 sessions total. It's interesting trying to keep everything in order, but it worked. It worked out. So this is the city or the continent of Aetheria. There's the ruins of Ironhold, which is where Valerius's paladins and soldiers were trained. There is Port Meridian. It's the main, it's being kind of slowly absorbed by the primary breach point of the Void, but it's kind of one of the more it's controlled by the god of commerce, and so he's protecting it as best as he can. There's Echo's Respite. This is the region that's controlled by Aetho. He is the god of knowledge. Then there's the Great Grove, which is where Viridium controlled prior to his fall. Now it's been corrupted. Silken Loam was a city within there that was pretty much consumed by the forest. Then there is the Prismatic Vales, controlled by Lyra. Opina is the city of glass. They built their city out of crystal. They have this river Chroma that rushes out of it and is rainbow-colored water. That water is actually created by a drow society beneath the city of Opina, and they are doing these cool rituals that to help power up an archfey that lives below. I forgot about Obsidian. I guess I could show you over there. It's not very well done yet, but I'm working on it. Let's see. I'm working on it. It's keeping everything together is proven to be difficult, but that's okay. It works for the most part. But definitely being able to hyperlink to all my different things helps. Like here's one of my custom monsters, reinforced legionnaire. I had to give them this rust resilience ability because otherwise my party was like absolutely like demolishing these guys way too easily even at level 1. So it's like, okay, fine. So now if they get reduced to 0, since they're Russian legionnaires in my story are basically suits of armor that are powered by the residual power of the fallen god Valerius, and so they have his symbol here, which is slightly different in different pictures, but it's mostly supposed to be like this. So that's a symbol of Valerius. I've been working on doing a lot of different stuff, but here's my wife's character, Pip. She's going to be a she's a tiefling, but she also kind of wanted to be a dragonborn, and 2024 rules technically allow tieflings to be of any race. So she's a tiefling, but I'm using the appearance of a dragonborn for her. And then it's interesting. I decided to go with a cool backstory for her, actually. So I mentioned that Port Meridian is being slowly absorbed by the Breach. This has been a long time coming, and at one point when Pip's mother was pregnant with her, the void affected Pip while she was in the womb, and it ended up empowering her the same way that a tiefling would be powered by its ancestry. She gets her ancestry from the void itself rather than from a demon or something like that. Hence the little runes she's got and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. I've enjoyed it so far. Right now I'm trying to design the 5th floor. The 5th floor is going to be actually a heist for my players. So the goal is for them to have to steal 2 different items. They're going to have to steal an item that one of my players wants to. She is going to be a Fey Wanderer Drow, and she's going to be linked to the Archfey that is beneath Opina, beneath the city of Opina, and so there's a specific item that he needs, that the Archfey needs, and so he wants her to get that item. So she needs to steal that. She doesn't need to, but now that she's level 3 and gets Fey Wanderer, she's going to have some whispers come to her and try to convince her to steal that item. The main item that they need to get is going to be in the bank, in a bank in the city, and they have to get that. They're going to come down the stairs from the previous floor, and they'll be in the cellar of this inn. When they're in the cellar of this inn, they will come up the stairs. They'll find that it's an inn, and they'll hopefully sit down and chill and relax at the inn, get a drink, that kind of thing. And then once they've consumed some alcohol or whatever the heck they want to do, they're going to be approached by a member of the Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild member is going to hire them as outsiders to be able to go in and steal an item from the bank. So I am currently trying to design the inn. I'm going to design the inn, and I'm going to design the cellar. And then for the Thieves Guild portion, I'm actually going to build a hidden room off of the inn that leads to the Thieves Guild. In this campaign, you helped him with the current monsters they can one-shot down. In this campaign, you're using Pathfinder 1E, D&D Modern, which uses which both use 3.5e at D&D. We aren't heroes, but more like common people. In fact, most people can only use things like baseball bats, kitchen knives, etc. as weapons early game. I like that idea. I was literally just randomly thinking about the other day. I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool to like do a campaign where there's no magic, where you're just normal folks and stuff is going crazy around you, and you just have to like grab whatever's closest to you and try to fight it out and try to survive. I was thinking about that, but I couldn't decide how it would work, so I was like, I'll just keep going with this. So, yeah, so right now we're trying to design the inn, and I've got like 3 levels to the inn that I'm going to have to build. I'm going to have them meet with the Thieves Guild guy outside, so I built these little alleyways on either side of the inn. There's going to be 3 levels. I haven't really used this software much. This is called Dungeon Draft. I haven't used it very much, but I'm kind of winging it a little bit. I have a cellar level and a guild level. And then something pretty cool is that I can compare these levels, and I think I can do something or other to where I can see them. I don't know. Thought there was a way I could see what I put on one level on the other, so I could make sure that it lined up, but I don't really remember how to do that. Or maybe I had the wrong one selected here. Ground level. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to use this software, but it's fine. I like the software. It's nice. She's got the worst job in this lore. You get paid less than this. Your job does madness damage. That's cool. So, like, is your job like a customer service representative, or like do you work at like like a supermarket, like a Walmart or something? Just like that would infuriate me. I can understand being inflicted madness damage at that point. My cat wants out, so I was texting my wife to let her know. Alright, so I grabbed a few assets. I can't afford to buy some of the really cool assets, unfortunately, but there are several pretty nice assets out there by different people that will make assets. But eventually I would like to, but for now, this is kind of our layout so far. We've got these alleyways on either side. We have the front entrance that currently doesn't have a door, but will have a door in the future. We have this back here kind of set off to be a stables area. I might have made it a little too big. I might actually, I might cut this kind of in half here so that I can have the kitchen come out a little further. I'm not sure yet. Your job is called a liquidator. You and your other coworkers have to use flamethrowers to stop the spread of the most prevalent disease called scarlet. I see that, and yet you get paid worse, even though, so you don't get like hazard pay or something like that, huh? Let's see. I want to make these walls a little bit thinner. And I think I want to kind of start making some bedrooms here. I might need to make these a little larger, actually. Let's see. I haven't really decided what all I'm going to put in each of these rooms. Let's go through the objects we've got and try to decide. Let's see, maybe a small table. Very small table, preferably. An end table type thing. Let's see. Oh, this one's literally called small table. I don't want a round table. This one would work. This one's got kind of like a dresser. can barely see it. The color of the wood is the exact same. Maybe I don't use those assets then. Let's see. What other tables can we do? Yeah, there we go. Oh, those are way too big. Let's do this one. And then I can design a color theme. Let's see, what color do we want? Maybe green. It's called the Serpent's Eye Inn. I guess green makes sense to be the color scheme for it since it's the Serpent's Eye. They're the pills that you have to take for the job that aren't even provided. Oh, come on. We have to buy them and the pay you make just covers the pills. You get to go on trips because you're an employee of the month. Hey, that's nice. That's better than nothing, I guess. I think we're going to have to make these rooms a little larger. What did I just do there? Yeah, I think we're going to have to make the rooms a little bit bigger. I don't know what all I should put in there. I mean, I don't know. I think you need to find another job or like start stealing a little bit from these higher society people that you end up visiting. Because you wouldn't catch me working for that. What's this guy doing? He's a worker. Okay, okay. We've got a chef. Trying to think of what else to put in the room. Maybe a bucket. Yeah, a little clutter bucket. Let's go with the one that's kind of off center. I mean, that's kind of all they need, right? Like a table, a bed. I think that's about all they need. Let's see how to fit all this in here, though. Something like this. Ah, okay. Oh, no. Oh, everything's shifted down. What? There we go. Okay. I'm not sure how that happened, but everything shifted down. All right, we're going to start with kind of designing one room and figuring out how we want them to look. Kind of like that. Oh, there it goes again. I guess there's something I'm doing that causes that. Like I said, I haven't really learned how this works yet, the software. I'm working on learning a little bit more about it, but like I work 75 hours. It's not really 75 hours, but like it feels like 75 hours. I work close to like 55 hours a week. And then, you know, I have my wife, I have 5 cats, I have everything else going on with life, so I don't really get to play a whole lot of video games anymore. I don't get to do a lot of reading anymore. I don't get to stream much anymore. It's a tough life. Alright, so we're going to put the bed over here in this corner. We'll put the table here. And where'd my bucket go? We'll put the bucket over here in this corner once I scale it down. Can you think of anything else, Sakura, that should go inside the bedroom of an inn? Funny thing is that your plan eventually is to have Chiyuki, I'm guessing that's your character's name, start a secret mafia under your other players' noses, and if you play your cards right, they'll never even expect you to be the one who supplied them the gear the whole time. That's cool. I like that idea. Yeah, I like that idea. That's pretty cool. Anything else that I need to put in there? I don't think so. Let's see. I wonder if there's like There's foodstuffs. Those will obviously go in there, but like not right now. Maybe a bottle. Maybe an empty bottle on the. Yeah, maybe some food. On the table in here. What is this? Statue, animal, wood. Maybe, yeah, I'll plop a little piece of chicken down. Oh, no, this one's better. Yeah, I like that one. What about tankard? We got multiple tankards. Sure. Depends. Is it a? It's kind of on the shadier side of town, so it's kind of like a. I wouldn't necessarily call it poor because it's the front for the Thieves Guild, and there's a lot of money that they put into it to make it look nice. But again, it is kind of on the shadier side of town, so it's not. It's definitely not high class, but I would say it's somewhere between middle and lower class. Oh yeah, this one I said no to. This one I think I'm going to kind of like, nope. This. Rotate, make that a little smaller. And kind of off the map a little bit. Yeah. We got some tankards. Bam. And again, let's go with green. No, I think that's fine. And add potted plants. You know what? I mean, that's fair. Door. What kind of door would we have on it? Probably just kind of a basic door, you know? These are nice. These are huge. Windows. About this door. Dang, I'm gonna have to make the walls bigger again, aren't I? If I want to use an actual door. Not ideal. Maybe we'd like instead just insinuate that there's doors and let's see. Maybe delete a couple of the points here. Oops, not the whole thing. Well, since we did that, we can check and see what it looks like with a door on it. That kind of smacks you in the face, I think. Yeah, one of these doors might be okay. I wish I could make the doors smaller. Can I make the door smaller? I don't believe I can. That'd be nice. What I can do is make a whole, okay, we can make this. I believe I can do a image of the door that I want. Let's see. Yeah, I have a few I can use. Like this. And then I can scale the picture of it down instead. So here we want to I believe I can modify the points. Oh, I think I have to go to the wall tool for that. Edit points. This one. Whoops. Okay, there we go. So I can put a point here. Just your opinion. With that description, you just say table, chair, and bed are the main minimums for a room. For a bed, you can just, for a poor one, you could see just rooms with beds or a mattress on the floor. Yeah. I kind of wanted my players to like have a little bit of comfort, you know. Now I can make this a little smaller. Turn off snapping. Plop this here. And extend the door out like, whoops. So now this wood is a different color for some reason. How did that happen? Oh, I turned it to stone instead of this wood, I think. Sorry, I'm not exactly talented at this kind of thing. Oh, no. Oh, I can change the wood color. Ooh, I kind of like this white, actually. Do we use that? I don't think. Okay. Alright, we will undo to the point of me accidentally, hopefully. Okay, never mind. Apparently we are not undoing anything because the undo button does not work. I will decide on a color of wood here. That I like, which I kind of like this, where's the browner colors? There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold that thought. Bam. No. Bam. Close enough. Alright, let's see. How does this look overall? Got a little bucket for them to do their business in rather than having to go to a bathhouse or whatever. We got a table for them to eat at. Maybe a chair. Let's see. What kind of chair? Yeah, a little stool would be nice, but I don't like the angle of that. Can I put... Let's see. Yeah, maybe this chair here. And I'm going to put it partially underneath the other, like that. That look okay. You don't have a single map for your campaign made yet. Heck, your campaign, after all the time you worked on it, is probably only like 1% completed. Yeah, I feel you on that. It's a lot of work. I didn't realize it was going to be this much work when I started, but like it is, which is fine. I don't mind it, but it's a lot of work. Definitely keeps me busy, for better or for worse. All right, so I think we're good, and we'll probably have like another double bed in one room, and then pretty much follow the same design. And that's probably going to be pretty much this whole area here. Up to like here, and we'll have like 6 or 8 rooms, I guess. It's fine. We're going to put the bar in this corner, I think, over here. Let me check and make sure there's not any prefabs for... Ooh, tavern. Ooh. Look at that. We got... some nice prefabs here for the tavern. What else we got? We got some crates. That'll be good in like the cellar. We got a crane, okay. Wagons of stuff. Sacrificial altar. Okay. We need... Nope, not that. Dang, can I not like... Ah, here we go. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's probably about the right size. Alright, so let's go to the wall and map out everything. Wall tool. They got all sorts of cool different ones. Okay. Okay. So let's not edit points. Kitchen will be here. Kitchen probably needs to be relatively large, right? So for your friend's game, you used Elven's Lab to make a voice demo of Chiyuki, of what Chiyuki sounds like. It's not English, as you made her first language be Infernal. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What is Elven's Lab? I haven't heard of that before. Let's see. How big does the kitchen need to be? Probably like this, maybe? Whoa. We don't like that wall anymore. Sad. Okay, what about this wall? That's not bad, but I think it might need to be a little larger. Maybe taller. Yeah, that should be big enough for the kitchen, right? And then the bar area, let's see if we have an object for the bar. Barrier. We have barwood light, okay. Barwood flap. Oh, okay, okay. What is the difference? Oh, is this just a shorter one? Okay. We can make this work. It's a site where voice actors and AI work together to create audio files. The voice actors get paid for their voice, and the consumer gets to put the prompt into AI for free. Of course. That's pretty cool though. So like, they upload a sample of their voice saying various things so that the AI can then deduce what it would sound like for them to say whatever the heck the user is trying to get them to say. That's pretty cool. A little scary if you think about it, but let me move this out of the way. Can I yeah, there we go. Where would I want the flap to be? Is that a hint? How does the flap work? That's exactly what it does. You even get like 10,000. Oh, that's not bad then, right? Like, I mean, I guess if you don't know exactly what you want to say, it could be a little annoying not having enough, but like for the most part, that's not bad, I don't think. I don't think I need that one. I just need another one.